Ever heard a sound in the woods that felt too close, like it knew you? Welcome to Shadow Watch, where we unravel tales that rustle in the dark. Tonight, we're in Vermont, where the pines don't just sway, they speak, spilling secrets you'd rather bury. Meet the Whispering Pines, and if they call your name, you're not walking out whole. Stay with us. This story's twists will echo louder than you think. This is Mia Carter, a 32-year-old writer, burned out, chasing a spark for her next novel. It's September 2024, and she's rented a cabin in Gilead, Vermont, a speck of a town, all green hills and endless pines. The locals are tight-lipped, their smiles thin, but Mia's here for quiet, not gossip. Her cabin's old, tucked against a forest so thick it swallows light, the air sharp with sap and earth. She's got her laptop, coffee, and a deadline, but the pines hum, low, like they're sizing her up. Her first day, Mia hikes the trails, notebook in hand, jotting ideas. The forest's alive, wind weaving through branches, but it's wrong, not random, like words she can't catch. She laughs it off, writer's brain, but at dusk the hum shifts, whispering, Mia, soft, from the trees, not the air. Her pulse jumps. She's alone, no one's there, but the pines sway, pointing at her, their needles glinting, too sharp. She bolts back, cabin lights dim, the hum fading, but her name lingers, stuck in her head. Mia digs online, finding scraps about Gilead's pines, old tales of a witch, Agnes Vey, burned in 1790, her ashes scattered in the forest. Locals swore the trees took her voice, whispering truths no one could hide. Debts, lies, worse. Mia's no believer, folklore's just fuel. But that night her notebook's open, words scrawled. You left him. Not her handwriting, not her story. Her throat tightens, it's a secret. One she's buried deep, about a choice she made. A man she hurt. The next morning, she asks a shopkeeper, Ruth, about the pines. Ruth's eyes narrow, says, Don't listen, girl, they'll tell on you. Mia brushes it off, a small-town spook, but Ruth's voice shakes like she's heard them too. Back at the cabin, Mia tries writing, but the hum's back, louder. Mia, weaving her name with guilt, her regret clear as a bell. She checks the windows, locked, but shadows move in the pines. Not branches, but shapes, blurred, watching. She grabs a flashlight, stupid, but she needs proof. The forest's darker, pines denser, the hum a chorus now, whispering, Mia, then more, you ran, you lied, her secrets, small but raw, spilling from the trees. Her light catches carvings, spirals in the bark, glowing faintly, like eyes. A branch snaps, not wind behind her, and the whisper spikes, Mia, cold, like frost on her spine. She runs, cabin in sight, but the pines lean closer, their voices sharper, naming her shame, her past, her everything. Inside, Mia locks the door, heart pounding. The notebook's open again, new words. You can't hide. The hum's fainter, but it's in her, looping. Her secret's no longer hers. She thinks of Agnes, the witch, her curse, the pines that never shut up. Gilead's quiet, but the forest isn't, and Mia's name's on their lips. What would you do with trees that know your soul, whispers that don't stop? Would you listen or burn them down? Mia's about to learn what the Whispering Pines want, and it's not just a story. Don't go anywhere. This tale's rustling to life, darker than Vermont's deepest woods. Mia's pulse races, the notebook trembling in her grip. You can't hide, scrawled in jagged ink, not hers. The whispering pines hum still ringing. Mia, like a blade carving her secrets. The cabin's walls feel closer. Gilead's forest looming outside, its pines swaying, not with wind, but intent, their whispers spilling her guilt. A choice she fled, a man she left. She's no stranger to writer's block, but this isn't imagination, it's invasion, and the trees know too much. She slams the notebook shut, but the hum grows. Mia, threading through the cabin, soft, relentless, naming her shame. Mia searches online, digging deeper into Agnes Vey, the witch burned in 1790, her curse tied to the pines, making them speak truths no one could bury, lies, betrayals, debts. A forum post mentions Gilead's silence, how locals avoid the forest, fearing their own secrets. Mia's skeptical, but her notebook's words burn, and the hum's not folklore, it's here. She steps outside, flashlight shaking, the pines denser, their needles glinting like eyes. The air's thick, sap and earth, but the hum shifts, whispering, Mia, then sharper, you broke him, her past, raw, spilling from the branches. She swings the light, catching spirals carved in bark, glowing faintly, pulsing. The forest feels alive, watching, and a branch cracks, not behind, but everywhere, like the pines are closing in. Her breath catches, the whispers layering, you ran, you lied. Her secrets, small but heavy, woven into the tree's song. Mia pushes deeper, stupid, but needing proof. The hum louder, a chorus now, naming her regrets, her fears. She finds a clearing, pines circling a stone, old, carved with spirals, glowing red like the notebook's ink. The whispers spike. Mia, cold from the stone, not the air. And shadows move, not branches but shapes, blurred, their eyes glinting, too many, reflecting her guilt. She kneels, the stone warm, unnatural, and finds scratches, names, dozens. Agnes's 1790, underlined, then others, fresh, Mia Carter, wet like sap. Her heart pounds. This isn't a tale, it's a claim, and the pines are Agnes's voice, her curse binding Gilead's souls. The whispers hum. Mia, promising truth if she listens, ruin if she fights. The shadows curl closer, their forms clearer, not people, but secrets. Hers, others, hungry, alive. Mia bolts, flashlight flickering, the pines leaning, their needles brushing her, cold like fingers, urging her back. The hum roars, Mia, weaving her name with pain, a choice she dodged, a love she broke. She trips, notebook falling, pages open, new words, you're ours. The shadows hiss, their eyes locking hers, peeling her apart, and the clearing's stone pulses, red, calling. Mia scrambles up, running, cabin in sight, but the pine's song follows, patient, endless. Inside, she locks the door, gasping, the notebook glowing faintly, her name bolder, underlined. The hum's fainter, but in her, looping, her secret's no longer hers. She thinks of Ruth's warning, don't listen. But Mia's heard too much, and the pines aren't done. The shadows linger, not outside, but in the walls watching, waiting. Mia's marked, and the whispering pine's curse is tightening. What would you do with trees that speak your soul, eyes that never blink? Would you face them or burn the forest? Mia's caught in the pine's song, and it's not letting go. Stay with us. This story's whispering louder, darker than Vermont's oldest roots. Mia's heart hammers. The notebook's words, you're ours, burning her eyes, The whispering pines hum, clawing her mind. Mia, spilling her secrets. A choice she buried, a love she broke. The cabin's air chokes, Gilead's forest pressing closer, pines swaying, their whispers sharp, not wind, but Agnes Vey's curse peeling her soul, her lies, her shame, her name. The shadows in the trees linger, eyes glinting, not branches, but debts, hungry, claiming her. She clutches the notebook, pages warm, names scrawled. Agnes's 1790 circled, then others. Mia's glowing red like sap, a mark tied to the clearing stone. The hum spikes, Mia chanting her guilt, small sins now anchors. A friend she ghosted, a truth she dodged. The pine's song weaves relentless, and the shadows sharpen, blurred forms, not human, but secrets. Gilead's, hers, their eyes endless, reflecting her regrets, alive. Mia runs to the desk, digging through notes, finding Agnes's tale, a witch who cursed the pines to speak, binding the town to her pain. A lover's betrayal, a fire that didn't kill her voice. The notebook pulses, new words, you owe, though Mia's no traitor. The hum roars, Mia, from the walls, the floor, naming her fears, raw, exposed. A creak sounds not wood, but air, twisting and shadows pool, their forms clearer, villagers, lost, their eyes hers. Agnes's, pulling her back to the forest. She grabs a flashlight, stupid, but needing answers, and bolts outside. Pines leaning, needles slicing air. The hum a chorus. Mia, spilling her past. You left him. You hid. The clearing's ahead. Stone, glowing red. Spirals pulsing like a heart. The whispers scream, Mia. And the shadows close, their touch cold, like damp bark, urging her to the stone. She kneels, hand shaking, and finds a crack, deep, glowing, hiding something. Paper, old, Agnes's writing. They'll pay. Names listed, Mia's fresh, wet, alive. The notebook burns, pages tearing, and the pines sway, branches snapping. Not wind, but will, Agnes's will. The shadows hum, their voices blending. Mia, promising truth if she stays, ruin if she runs. She sees it, a root, coiled around the stone, carved with spirals, pulsing like it's breathing. The hum's a command, Mia, and the shadow's eyes lock hers, peeling her apart. Her guilt, her choice to flee, heavy, endless. The root moves slow, curling toward her, cold like fingers, claiming. Mia pulls back. Flashlight dying, the clearing shrinking, pines bending low, their whispers deafening. Mia, naming every sin, every scar. She shouts, voice breaking, asking what Agnes wants. No answer, just a hum, louder, weaving her name with pain, a life she left, a heart she cracked. The shadows surge, their forms merging. A chorus of eyes, not human, but debt. Agnes's debt, and Mia's on the ledger. She bolts, root snapping at her heels, the stone flaring, red, alive. The pines roar, branches clawing, but Mia runs, notebook slipping, pages scattering, the hum chasing, Mia, patient, eternal. The cabin looms, door ajar, though she locked it, shadows pooling inside, waiting. She slams it shut, gasping, the notebook's last page glowing. You're mine. The hum's faint, but in her, looping, her secret's theirs, and the whispering pine's curse is tightening. What would you do with trees that know your heart, whispers that never fade? Would you fight or answer them? Mia's trapped in the pine's curse, and the truth's about to twist. Don't look away, this story's growing darker, deeper than Vermont's blackest roots. Mia's hands shake, the notebook searing. You're mine, glowing red, the whispering pines hum, clawing her mind. Mia, spilling her secrets. A love she broke, a truth she hid. The cabin's walls bend, Gilead's forest alive, pines leaning, their whispers sharp. Agnes Vay's curse binding her soul, her guilt, her shame, her name. Shadows pool, eyes glinting, not trees but deaths, hungry, claiming her forever. She checks the notebook, pages pulsing. Names, Agnes's, others, Mia's, bleeding sap like a vow. Ruth's warning echoes, don't listen. But Mia's deep in the pines' song, her secret's theirs. The hum grows. Mia, from the floor, naming sins, small scars, now chains. A creak twists, not wood, but air, and shadows rise, tall, blurred, their eyes hers, Agnes's, pulling her to the clearing, to the stone. Mia bolts outside, notebook slipping, the pines roaring. Mia, weaving her regrets, raw, endless. The forest's dense, needles slicing, the hum deafening. You left him. You lied. The clearing looms, stone flaring red, spirals alive, shadows circling, their forms clearer, villagers lost, their eyes endless, hungry. Mia's flashlight dies, the hum chanting, Mia, promising peace if she stays, ruin if she fights. The root coils, slow, toward her, cold like Agnes's hand claiming her soul. She dives for the stone, hands burning, and pries the crack, finding papers. Agnes's, they'll pay. Mia's name, fresh, wet. The pines scream, branches snapping, shadows lunging, their touch frost, peeling her heart, her choice to run, her betrayal. Mia shouts, voice lost, the stone pulsing, roots tightening, but she tears free, running, pines clawing, the hum roaring, Mia, patient, eternal. The cabin fades, Gilead streets dark, Mia's car stuttering, engine alive, and she drives, forest shrinking, notebook lost, but the hum's in her, whispering, Mia, promising Agnes waits. Miles out, she stops, hands trembling, her reflection wrong, eyes too deep, glinting like theirs. The whispering pines don't sleep, they speak, and Mia's secrets are theirs. A debt carved in bark, unpaid, forever. Gilead's pines still hum, spilling truths, snaring souls. What would you do with trees that know your heart, whispers that never stop? Stories like these don't end, they echo, make you flinch at every rustle. If your skin's crawling, smash that like button, show us you're here. Comment below, would you face the pines or burn them? Share this with a friend who'd jump at a creek or one who'd laugh just to spook them. Subscribe to Shadow Watch, hit the bell, and brace for more tales that'll haunt your nights. Next time, we're diving deeper, unless you're too scared to hear.